Welcome back. Sports this morning on Channels Television. Let's talk about the 2017 Africa Cup of Nations now. Cecilia, it's so interesting, and I won't be wrong to say AFCON of upsets.
Yeah, AFCON of upsets. Yeah, because you're right. Host nation out.
Okay.
Last time we experienced that was in 1994, Tunisia, when it crashed at the group stage.
Wow.
Then you have defending champions. In 2015, remember what happened to Zambia after they won it? Hervina couldn't help them to defend the title and all that, so he switched over to Côte d'Ivoire.
Yeah.
He
won with Côte d'Ivoire.
He won the tournament with Côte d'Ivoire, and now he's back with Morocco. Morocco as the power. We mentioned Morocco as one of the dark horses of this tournament, but somehow they might just be. But we'll just take a look at the results, what went down last night, because for Togo, they needed a win. The group, any team could have qualified, but somehow it just didn't happen. And for Togo, they lost to DR Congo 3-1. And Morocco, Rashid Eloui, he just needed that moment of magic, and that goal was just in. And that was all for Côte d'Ivoire. Côte d'Ivoire did not win a game in this tournament. No wins, just 2 draws.
You said what? Côte d'Ivoire didn't what?
They didn't win a game.
Jeez. Defending champions. That just I didn't know what hit me when you said that. Côte d'Ivoire didn't win a game.
No, they didn't win a game at all in this tournament. So if you see the way it actually ended in that group, you will know that yes, that's why. Take a look at it now. The way it is, 7 points DR Congo had. On baby run, they had winning 2 games, 1 draw, and they had 7 points. Not the maximum one.
Before this competition started, Cecilia, they tell you this table will look like this.
Yeah, I felt Côte d'Ivoire were going to be top, followed by Morocco. I didn't really give much chance to DR Congo because, but after going through the records and discovered that most of the players who were at Chan, except the goalkeeper, were actually here.
Now you see why the team is doing well.
They're doing so well. And Togo, of course, I didn't give them a chance at all, so I'm not surprised. They got just 1 draw from the tournament, and that was against Côte d'Ivoire, that game that ended goalless, the first goalless game of the tournament. And they are out. Côte d'Ivoire, defending champions, they are out. Solomon Kalou, well, you did your best, but somehow it wasn't good enough, especially when you don't have the complete squad and you don't have the perfect coach with a white shirt who gave you the victory the last time. Somehow it happens that way. That's what it looks like in Group C. We'll look at the teams that have qualified now.
Just 2 points, Cecilia.
Yes, just 2 points, Austin. You saw it. I didn't do it. Yeah. 2, yes.
From that group.
Take a look at the teams that have qualified. So I think you just need 1 to join. Is Egypt going to join this group? Or maybe Mali? But you have Senegal, Ghana, Burkina Faso, Cameroon, Tunisia, Congo DR, and of course Morocco. So those 2 joined last night. And tonight we'll be seeing the group that will be joining them. It's just 1 more team for it to be complete. Where you have in Group D fixtures Egypt and Ghana. Ghana don't even need the game. They have the maximum 6 points already. But Egypt actually need a draw to get out and join the quarterfinals. Uganda and Mali. Uganda, they're out of the tournament already. Mali, with just a point, if they win and Egypt lose against Ghana, maybe by 2 goals, they might just stand a chance. This is what the group is looking like right now. All of them have played 2 games, and the wins Ghana 2 out of 2, although it was just 1-1. Andre Ayew scoring the first goal, and of course you have Asamoah Gyan scoring the second from penalty spot, and the 2 wins. They've gone 2 wins and 6 points for Egypt, 1 win and a draw, and of course they have the 4 points. Mali just 1 draw, and Uganda, they lost their 2 games, so they're already out of the tournament. So Mali have a lot to play for. Egypt will just play for a draw.
Cecilia, what a story. Each time I want to talk about it, 2017 AFCON, I get lost for words. That's why when you said Côte d'Ivoire didn't win any game.
That's the way it is.
I know, but when you said it, I was like,
if you don't know?
I was like, what's going on? You know what? We'll just let you see highlights of that game between Côte d'Ivoire and Morocco. Watch out for that goal. It was a stunner. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us.
Including that tomorrow. Let's get some insight from the likes of the Moroccan coach Renard said they have to be on the money here, and they're hoping to be on the money with this particular attack as well. The shot is a beauty, absolute beauty, from a man who enjoyed just 1 minute before this evening. In off the bench to give Morocco the lead with a standing strike. Ball played in to him. He's all on his own here. He's got the option in the movement out wide. Decides to, well, look into the hat and reach out and pull out the rabbit in a piece of magic. He has enjoyed no competitive league football thus far for his side. Boni, it is with the flick on. Zaha as well as Kalou looking to anticipate it and cause a bit of confusion in there. Done well in the air as Wilfred Boni here this evening. The reaction from Acosta originally, assisted by that of Munir El Khajoui here, were top-notch. Fajir, the man to try and bring it out and kickstart a counter-attack. Fakes one way, goes the other. Mendel in support on the outside. Still has the movement in field. Here is Mendel, the left back. Side netting. Went for glory, had the one option in field towards the penalty spot. Gotcha, behind that defense. Gotcha! Oh, the bounce and the roll of the ball then seemed to undo him in his movement at three-quarters pace. The last touch in of the defender out for the corner. Under 30 seconds remaining. Michel Douceyer's adventure at this year's tournament with Côte d'Ivoire looks all but over. They may be able to pull one back, but a win is what they needed. The defending champions see their 2017 Total Africa Cup of Nations adventure come to an end in the group stages. It's the man that led them to glory that brings them agony this time around in Herve Renard. The luck that comes with the white shirt working for Morocco. Started off stumbling in the loss against.
And so Herve Renard got into the camp of Côte d'Ivoire, said, show some love. I don't know how it happened, but you have to go home. What a story football tells us at times. You won't even know how to describe it. So that's it right there. Côte d'Ivoire, they're out of the ongoing Africa Cup of Nations. Morocco, Tao Salam tipped Morocco as one of the dark horses at this competition, you see. So they are still going strong. Now, in the quarterfinals, let's see what Herve Renard and that team will give to us at the competition. Let's move on with the show now. Olawale Ishola, it's been a long time. He joins us now in the studio. He loves talking about African football, and he would do justice to this subject matter. Good to have you join us on the show.
Good morning, Nelson.
Yeah.
Good to see you once again. Well.
Yeah.
Slay, how are you?
I'm fantastic. Thank you for coming.
Happy New Year.
Same to you.
And January yet to go, and we've seen upsets in Melbourne, upsets in Gabon. You're following the Africa Cup of Nations, defending champions Côte d'Ivoire out. You never saw it coming. But does this mean African football is on the rise?
It is. Actually, it is on the rise. If you check out the exploits of even teams like Guinea-Bissau, though they didn't qualify for the second round, they did well. They put up a good show in the competition. But it shows that you can't just walk into a competition and think you will have a right over other teams just because you have stellar cast of players. Because the likes of Wilfred Boni, Sarr, Serie D, Eric Bailey, they are playing top class in Europe. You think they will transform their club exploit into the national team, but they got to the competition. It was so difficult from the first game.
Is it
till the last game?
Is it Yaya Toure that is missing?
Well, with their strong man in the midfield, which is Yaya, missing, it affected them. But the crop of players that went there, to their experience, Solomon Kalou is experienced, Wilfred Boni is experienced. Many of them are their second or third Nations Cup. So the missing Yaya shouldn't even affect them to the quarterfinals. To me, it's a dent to their image. It will affect the fortune of the national team. It will even affect some players that are making their debut at the Nations Cup. So the bulk of the blame, which starts from the technical crew down to the players, they fail to rise to the occasion.
And that Moroccan team, it would have been 2-0 when left fullback Mendy had an opportunity to score, it didn't. Does this mean we should closely monitor this Moroccan team?
We should closely monitor them, because after losing the first game against DR Congo, which I thought will affect their morale, they came back smoking against Togo. They considered an early goal against Togo, and they scored 3 again. Yesterday again, the defeated Côte d'Ivoire. Now will give them the moral booster to go all out and play anything. Because if you can defeat Côte d'Ivoire, you can defeat absolutely anything in Africa.
Okay, because the Cote d'Ivoire we saw is not the real Cote d'Ivoire we used to see. Because you just said if you can defeat Cote d'Ivoire, you can defeat any team. Now, if you know Morocco, I think since 1996, this was the first victory they're having over Cote d'Ivoire. So it's been a long time.
It is
and
a
so
long time.
for Morocco to have beaten Cote d'Ivoire, it tells you that Cote d'Ivoire have actually gone down. This is a team they haven't beaten in like 22 years.
That's right.
So it tells you, wait, for you to have beaten Cote d'Ivoire doesn't mean you've arrived. It simply means Cote d'Ivoire didn't come to the party. They didn't play this game because outside Solomon Kalou, that's the only guy we saw. I kept saying,
Yes.
Wilfred Zaha. I mean, we saw Zaha. He was like more like frustrated. There's some, actions he felt the referee should have taken when he's being fouled and all that. He forgot that hey, this is African football. You just have to play your best and get the best out of it. So he was a little bit frustrated.
Your focus on Wilfred Zaha, you're absolutely right. Switching a legend from England to Africa is a different program at the African Cup of Nations because it's more physical at the African Cup of Nations. But if you're playing Europe, especially in England, referee pay more attention to physical contest.
Yeah.
So it thought maybe because it's playing in England, they'll give some calls to you. They won't give the call. They'll allow the game to flow because we Africans, we allow it to flow. Despite tackles, despite the physical contact, it must flow. And again, the Moroccans, if you remember, they lost Sofyan Boufal, Northern Ambrats, to injury before the beginning of the competition. I thought that one will affect their morale. But Brozard in the midfield and Thomason in the midfield, Mensil, they've done a yeoman's job covering for the players that couldn't come to the competition.
Yeah,
it shows, and again, Albert Renard, they have a good tactician. Let's face the facts. He has been there, he has done that. This is the third Nations Cup he's going with a third different team. He's the only coach that has won with two different teams in the Nations Cup. He has brought his experience to bear. Tactically sound, and he has brought to bear in the Moroccan team, despite the loss of key players.
Cecilia, he has made that Moroccan team a disciplined one. He's busy changing countries, but he's keeping that white shirt.
That's symbolic for him.
And he loves African football. He knows what to say to his players. Every day he's getting to love and understand African football. There's just something about Renard and winning with teams that you think cannot win. I don't know how to explain. Yeah.
No, Cote d'Ivoire, yes, they got the Cote d'Ivoire, it was actually the golden generation.
Yeah, exactly, because we know they get to the semis, finals, and nothing happened.
No, nothing happened. So somehow Cote d'Ivoire had the players. But Zambia, I mean, I was shocking. Now, I don't know how he did it for Zambia. And against Morocco right now, I don't know how he's going to do it, especially when you have these countries that are not really favorites for the tournament. So it tells you a whole lot.
Though in the quarterfinal, it will get tough for him. Because you have even if you get to the semi-finals, because you have Senegal, you have Ghana, you have Cameroon,
Tunisia.
All these countries, they're perennial competitors at the Nations Cup. So you have to he has to roll up his sleeves and prepare for the battle ahead. Okay. But I wouldn't like to, Cecilia and Austin. I fear for Morocco.
Okay.
Because of the coach, not even the players now.
Yeah.
Okay, now we'll move to MPFL now, because if we keep talking about Nations Cup, we won't leave here. Nigerian Professional Football League match day 4 will definitely get us talking today, and so many people are looking forward to that game between ABS and Ifeanyi. You know what? No, not ABS. Come on, what am I saying? I'm talking about Ifeanyi and Rivers United. That's the game I'm looking forward to because of what Rivers United have done so far in the season. And also another game, Shooting Stars and MFM will be in action today. Lobby Stars and ABS will also be in action. Niger Tornadoes and Wiki Tourists, Aqua United and Rangers International. Rangers, anyway from home again, can they get a victory from this one or even a draw? We can say Academy Warriors and Katsina United, Nasarawa United, Remo Stars. Remo Stars are going to the north. Okay, Abia Warriors and Enyimba. That's the game to watch it for. Oriental Derby and Gombe United and Plateau United, Sunshine Stars and Kano Pillars.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. Abia Warriors and Enyimba.
A local derby. Well, the last time I was at the Enyimba Stadium to watch Abia Warriors, it wasn't even the hostility didn't end on the pitch. They'll really continue from the pitch to outside the pitch, because an average Enyimba fan, they see the Abia Warriors as traitors, as people that have come to share the glory with them in Abia State. So when it comes to matches between Abia Warriors and Enyimba, It goes beyond football, Cecilia. It's more than football.
It's a culture.
It's a culture.
Yeah, it's like shooting stars and sunshine stars.
Shooting stars of the old and Levities United.
Wow, I know. Sports.
And again, one match I'll talk about again.
I'll get you. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Let's just pause. Go on a quick break. When we come back, we'll continue talking about the Nigeria Professional Football League. Don't go anywhere. Stay.